Hi friends, and today we are going to discuss from AS13 Investments ICI Study Material Illustration 11 and all the 10 illustrations and practical questions, complete theory part related to AS13 Investments. So and already uploaded and you can watch through playlist. So today we can discuss AS13 Illustration 11. So this is equity shares completely. Of course, easy to handle equity shares, which is variable income securities, comparatively fixed income bearing securities. The reason is fixed income bearing securities, while purchase and sale, definitely you may find out the words of cum interest and ex interest, and because there will be some interest which is accrued but not due. So for that purpose, definitely it is mentioned either cum or ex. If nothing is mentioned, and you may assume it is a ex interest. Definitely when you give certain bonds or debentures with respected price you purchased or sold, you can multiply that. Cum interest means, so on that multiplied amount interest is also included. Ex interest means interest is not included, that and you have to pay separately or you have to receive separately in case of sale. Now this is variable income securities, equity shares, very simple. You never find cum and ex words. But of course here it is clearly mentioned that we purchased equity shares, cum equity shares. Truly there is no meaning of cum and ex. Here cum means, say example, I purchase some equity shares from you in a particular period. Say example, at the point of time dividend is not declared. So dividend will be declared by the company at the latter period for the earlier period. For which period, of course, you are the owner. But truly while payment of dividend, I am the owner. So definitely the dividend should be received by you, but truly I will receive, which is we technically call pre-acquisition dividend. That is a cum dividend. Okay, pre-acquisition dividend always to be used to reduce the cost of investment. And why? Because keeping in mind only the future dividend, and usually you will sell at more than market price, keeping in mind the dividend. As soon as the dividend is given by the company, and we have to reduce to that extent, and how to bring down to the normal market price, so that always pre-acquisition dividend to be used to reduce the cost of investment, not revenue income. That's why here we can see that cum dividend means, that is the meaning. Okay, so very simple and easy to handle this particular illustration 11. We know that usually bonus shares and right shares and sale of shares and purchase of shares, and dividend, regular dividend, interim dividend may be there. Almost all the points are covered here in the illustration 11. Very simple and easy to handle. Let us check it, how to work out this one. A Limited purchased 5,000 equity shares, 100 rupees face value, 5 lakhs is a nominal value. Each 105 rupees, 5,000 into 105 rupees, that is what we can say cost. At last it is mentioned on the purchase and sale there is a 2% brokerage. In case of purchase, brokerage should be added. In case of sales, brokerage should be deducted. So and it is given actually A Limited purchased 5,000 equity shares, 100 rupees each from Allianz Limited for 105 rupees on 1st April 2011. Equity shares, investment in equity shares to bank. And also the shares were quoted cum dividend. That is the meaning what I said, cum dividend. The dividend whatever I receive on those shares to be treated like a pre-acquisition dividend, reduce the cost of investment. On 15th May 2011, Allianz Limited declared and paid dividend of 2% for the year on 31st March 2011. For the exactly 31st March 2011, exactly till the point of time, of course somebody is the owner, because we bought on the April 1st and we are the owners. So which is called pre-acquisition dividend, reduce the cost of investment. On June 30, 2011, bonus shares are issued. For every 5, 1 bonus shares are issued. We know that it is a capitalization of profits. So no cost incurred while bonus shares are given. Write in the number of shares column. Don't write anything in the cost column. So later on 1st October, company issued right shares also. For every 12 share, 1 share offered. If you would like to purchase, you can purchase at 45 rupees. But you may have the option to sell the rights also. But here it is mentioned that half of the right shares are purchased, remaining half the rights are sold at 5 rupees each. The company declared on November 30 interim dividend 1% except right shares, and the remaining shares company paid interim dividend 1%. This is no doubt revenue income. The company sold 3,000 shares on 31st December 2011 at 95 rupees per share. The company incurred 2% as brokerage while buying and selling of shares. On all the purchases, sales, there is a 2% brokerage. Simple. How simple to write it? Let us work out that. In the books of A Limited, investments in equity shares of LNG Limited for the year ended 31st March 2012. Okay, write that. So let us work out that first of all. 1/4/2011, there is a purchase of equity shares. Equity shares in LNG Limited account data to bank account. How many number of shares purchased? 5,000. So you may write here working notes. First working notes, 1/4/2011, purchase of equity shares. How 5,000 into 105? 5,000 into 105, 5,25,000. So it is clearly mentioned that there is a 2% brokerage plus add brokerage. In case of purchase, brokerage should be added. In case of sales, brokerage should be deducted. 5,25,000 into 2%, 10,500. So therefore 5,35,500. We can say 5,35,500 right in the cost column. 5,35,500 rupees right in the cost column. Come to the next transaction. The shares were quoted at cum dividend. Okay, 15th May 2011, company paid 2% dividend for the year ending 31st March 2011. As I said that it is a pre-acquisition dividend. So bank account data to not dividend, bank to investments. In the investment column you have to write. So see that and which date we received, that is 15th May 2011. 15/5/2011 by bank within bracket dividend. Always we have to receive on the face value or nominal value. 5,000 into 100, 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs into what is a dividend given? It is due 2%. 5 lakhs into 2%, this is 10,000 right in the cost column. So it is cum dividend shares, so that it is treated like a pre-acquisition dividend, reduce the cost of investment 10,000. Okay, look at the latter. On June 30, 2011, bonus shares are issued. For every share, 1 share bonus shares are issued. Okay, so that is what 36/2011. Right there 2 bonus shares. So totally how many shares we are having? 5,000 shares we are having into, it is given clearly into, for every 5, 1 given, 1/5. That is 1,000 shares are given at free of cost. No cost incurred for them for the bonus shares. Okay, so 1,000 bonus shares are given for us. Clear. On 1st October 2011, the company issued right shares. For every 12, 1 share offered. You can purchase at 45 rupees, or if you would like to sell, you may sell at 5 rupees. Half of the right shares are purchased, half of the rights are sold. So that is happened on which date? 1st October. Okay, 1/10/2011. 1/10/2011, when right shares are purchased, investment in equity shares account data to bank account. You can indicate it in bracket like a right. Yes, come to the working notes 2. That happened on 1/10/2011. So, and this is what about right shares. This is what about right shares. Look at the right, those totally 6,000 shares are there. It is very clearly mentioned for every 12, 1 share given, 1/12. Okay, so that is what 500 shares are offered. You can make into two equal parts, 250, 250. So these 250 shares are purchased. Can you say what would be the purchase cost? For this, brokerage will not be there because you are not purchasing in the open market. It is directly given by company. Okay, 250 shares are purchased at what price? Mentioned price 45 rupees. 250 into 45. 11,250. You may write that equal investments in equity shares account data to bank account 11,250. Number of shares 250. Amount cost column 11,250. 250, 11,250. So here actually these are sold, not right shares. Rights are sold. 250 rights are sold at 5 rupees. That is 1250. 250 into 5, 1250. Transferred to P&L account. Whenever rights are transferred, it is treated like a revenue income and you can transfer to profit and loss account when rights are sold. Clear? Yes, come to the next one. The company declared interim dividend on 30th November 2011. So like that 30/11/2011, when you receive the dividend, bank account data to dividend in the dividend by bank. So this is what interim dividend. It is mentioned except equity share, right shares, remaining the shares are having this dividend. Totally right shares means, except right shares means on these shares you are getting 6,000 into 100, 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs into 1%. 1%, that is 6,000. Definitely this 6,000 you can treat like simply revenue income and write in the dividend column itself. 6,000 rupees right in the dividend column itself. Interim dividend always to be paid on the face value. Unless it is separately mentioned, you have to calculate dividend always on the face value given percentage. And on 31st December 3,000 shares are sold. 31st December 2011 by bank. This is what sale of shares. How many shares are sold? 3,000 shares are sold. Okay, so let us come to the working notes. Third working note. Sale of equity shares. How? 3,000 shares are sold at mentioned price, and look at what is the price here mentioned, 95 rupees. Look at 3,000 into 95, 2,85,000. 2,85,000 rupees. Obviously purchase brokerage should be added, sales brokerage should be deducted, minus brokerage at the rate of 2%. 2,85,000 into 2%, 5,700. Therefore sales amount received towards sale of shares, $2,85,000 minus 5,700. Look at that, 2,79,300. 2,79,300. Immediately as and when sales made, we need to work out calculation of profit or loss on sale of investments. First let us come to know average cost of investment sold. The total nominal value you are having 6,250 while selling. Total number of shares you are having. For that cost incurred is, you may write 5,35,500 plus 11,250 plus 11,250 minus 10,000. Minus 10,000. Look at that, 5,35,500 plus 11,250 plus, sorry, 5,35,500 plus 11,250 minus 10,000. This is 5,36,750. Okay, for 3,000 what would be the cost? And obviously you may write here 3,000 by 6,250 into, for 6,250 this much, for 3,000 how much? 3,000 by 6,250 into 5,37,750. Look at that, 3,000 by 6,250 into 5,36,750, 2,57,640. 2,57,640. 2,57,000. This is what 2,79,300. Sold at 2,79,300, but its cost is 2,57,640. Okay, now we are able to find out the profit loss. So sold cost is this, like this, sold for 2,79,300. definitely it looks like there is a profit on sale of investments. Look at like what is the profit here. Let us check it. 2,79,300 minus 2,57,640. Look at profit 21,660. Profit entry, investments to P&L. In the investments to P&L, 31st December 2011 to P&L, within bracket profit, right in the cost column, 21,660. 21,660. Okay, right in the cost column. Okay, right. Truly all the transactions are completed if you check it. So you bought the shares, bonus shares given, right shares are offered, some right shares are purchased, some rights are sold, regular dividend we received, pre-acquisition dividend, interim dividend also we received, sale of equity shares is there. Finally, you have to balance the investments account at the end of the period. All the transactions are completed. So come to the end of the period, 31st March 2012. Buy balance carried on. Look at that, 6,250 shares. Out of 6,250 shares, still we are having 3,250 shares with us at the end of the period. Obviously, entire dividend will go to P&L account like income. 6,000. Right there, 31st March 2012 to P&L account. Dividend will go to P&L 6,000 rupees. And obviously investments to be balanced. If market, usually cost or market, whichever is lower to be taken. If market price is there, then in the working notes we have to cross check what is the cost and what is the market price. If market price lower, you have to take that and loss to be incurred, because it is always the balancing figure represents cost price. So that if market is lower, compare the cost and market, take the market value, recognize the loss. So if cost itself is lower, no problem at all. Just you take the cost price, need not to incorporate any loss. But here nothing regarding market price, it is not mentioned. Therefore obviously I can say cost itself is lower, I have to take at cost. Balancing figure represents always at cost, so you need not to calculate, it is a waste of time. Balance represents at cost and itself is a lower. Look at that then, debit total 5,35,500 plus 11,250 plus 21,660. Look at the total, 5,68,410. 5,68,410. 5,68,410 minus 10,000 minus 2,79,300. The balance 2,79,110. 2,79,110. This is a cost of remaining investments, average cost. Obviously you have to take at the cost price itself because market price is not mentioned. Okay, by this I can say complete total theory part related to investments, entire illustrations and practical questions totally uploaded. I believe that by this you can be very strong in the entire AS13 investments. Okay, so we can discuss the next topic in the next class.